Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, guess I'm live here. Welcome to What is Wrong with the Right Direction. What I can tell you is a lot. Number one, last I went live, historical moments captured digitally, easy for me to say, has been just treated like it was nothing. That includes everything that was in my library with those. And it's a shame. It's a shame because that was really for everybody. We're all God's children. And He wanted me to put the message out the way that I would do it. I'm not very good at too many things, but I can yap, and I do have a lot of empathy. It's gotten worse. Folks, what I tell you, jealousy is the head of the snake, and that just breeds greed and anger and rage. I don't know what this person or person's problems are. It's bad enough that, in my opinion, the most historical moment in history would have been defining our Creator. There's so many things that go into that. That's a benefit for us all that God wanted us to have. And I'm stuck living my day fighting just to get to the starting line. My phone has been hijacked. My computers are hijacked. My body's been hijacked. It's been redonkulous. I don't know what's going on. I know that I'm a messenger. I know I have gifts. But I seem to be drugged while I'm sleeping. Yes, I'm homeless. I sleep in my car. It's not hard to find me. Room 22 in parking spot 22 at one of the local bigger parking lots. If you want to get to me, you can get to me while I'm snoring like a freight train. And I don't hear a freight train. But God wanted me to not only give everybody the message, but also to help turn us in the right direction. The way I look at it, last time I briefly passed, it was about 75% of us, not me, 75% going either to hell or to purgatory. And let me tell you something. I don't want to sound brash and I don't want to sound mean, but forever's a long time. And when you cross over, you won't think I'm joking. I am trying to turn the ship around so that we start getting more God in our life and getting less rage and hate. I want to circle everything and put an exclamation on it and say, this is what's going on. No, this is what's going on. Call a spade a spade. The fine print, expand it. Do things that we don't normally do. Like define somebody that, I'm going to go with it, George W. Bush. My opinion, greatest leader in history. Why, you ask? Because he did the right thing. And it wasn't the popular thing to do. He did it because that was the right thing for us all for the future. we all get confused and we all get into, well, we're the United States and, who cares about, you know what? We're a model for the world and everybody deserves to be able to do whatever they want to do. The pursuit of happiness. Women don't belong being treated like they are with dictatorships. Kids don't need to worry about having to run for cover during night because a dictator has it out for them. If you're in if you're in a if you're in a lower class society in those countries, it is almost impossible for you to get ahead. And that's not right. And George W. Bush, if we would have stuck to his plan, you got to start somewhere. You can't just keep sweeping stuff under the carpet. But stuff like that, it, we got to start defining things and calling it what it is, and stop skirting around it. We're just circling and cycling and looping into the same stuff, and it's getting worse. Why why can't I go out and try to help people out? What is so hard about that? I have had visions, or I've had my grandparents and their parents tell me that there is an inheritance or something for me. Maybe it's the drugs that I'm getting drugged with. I don't know. But let's say I had a lot of money. I would be able to use that instantly to get the ball rolling. There's a lot of things that we could do, and doing it the right way by defining our creator. We don't have to worry about that. Okay? That's done. We don't have to fight wars. We don't have to do, we know it and we can cherish it. But we got to learn how to give some damn respect. You got to learn how to respect our creator so that you can look yourself in the mirror. And when you have respect for him, then you'll have respect for yourself to be able to bring your sins to him correctly. It's not a piece of gum wrapper every day. Oh, here it is. Oop, I missed it. Or I got it, 2 points. No, you gotta come clean. And it's not easy to do, but it's it's the only way that you can be able to see what I'm talking about. We need to be able to enjoy God's blessings. And by doing that, you also can look at other people's talents as blessings instead of looking at it with jealousy. Just imagine what the world would be like. Less jealousy, more time to focus on what your God giving talents are, because we're all designed and made to do something to better our society out. We all have something that we can put in to the pot or into something to help us move forward. And right now we're back asswards. I can't dash, I can't do anything without being attacked. I'm attacked by getting drugged, and I'm attacked by not being able to at least make enough to survive. And this is wrong. It's wrong. And I'm not going to sit here and hold my violin out, but I'm here to try to help us get into the right direction. I know stuff that most people don't, and I want to teach. Not that I'm a know-it-all. I don't. There's a lot of things I'm trying to learn, but until I can walk outside without having to worry about somebody drugging me or my phone being always hacked where I can't even dial anybody or them dialing me. This is ridiculous. I have no idea what's going on. And all I want to do is start helping the reboot communities change the way we think without us even knowing. We got to change the way we think. We focus way too much on stuff that just keeps us in the loop, the wrong loop. What we emphasize here is not important up there. We focus on race and class. You can't bring your riches with you. And God doesn't see what race you are, He sees what heart you have. There's a lot of ideas that I have that correspond with what I know. And what I know right now is I can't help when I'm trying to come up for air every day just to get to the starting line. It's not fair to the people that are in a bad place right now, like me. If I can help somebody or if I can start turning the ship around, everybody deserves the tools to be able to figure their God given talents out so they can help. And when you do that, you're able to, when you're not worried about whose talents are better than yours and how to how to throw them under the bus so you'll get promoted rather than the other person. Stuff like that. Jealousy. It's very underestimated. If we can focus on how to better respect everybody and changing our way of thinking, the reboot community is so fair, it's so perfect, but it has accountability. And when we can start implementing that, there's a lot of other things that are in play, that come in play, that fall into place. And I'm only here for a little bit, y'all. And I just want to help. I just want to help. We all make mistakes, and it's okay. But we gotta be able to own up to it. I am not perfect, far from it. But I try to at least apologize for when I do wrong. Now I'm the nicest person in the world, but you backstab me and you bow up to me. You best believe it. The Italian stallion's going to come out. And let me tell you, moving it to the right direction is going to require some customized ways. And I will go on the record that a lot of us just need a good old fashioned ass whooping. And that's the truth. If you're man enough to sit there and hide behind your title, or hide behind bushes, or hide behind something that's giving you the upper edge rather than standing on the same playing field, are you going to say stuff to people without backing it up fairly? Are you going to do that? I'm not going to open up my mouth to somebody unless I'm ready to defend it. That's accountability. That's looking yourself in the mirror. We start realizing and start treating people the way they should be treated. It's all with respect. Respect. If you can respect him correctly, you can respect yourself, and you'll see a whole different life. Sorry, I've got a little dry mouth. It's probably from whatever I got drugged with earlier. Sometimes it's snake venom they get me with. Sometimes it's whatever, I don't know. But I need everyone's help. We're not heading in the right direction right now. I'm just going to be flat on honest. Now, can we? Yes. But I have literally wasted 63 days. There's a some kind of a device that they have implanted in my ear. It's called, and I found the IP address, by the way. I found all of the roots of this, but there's a human interface module or something like that that is implanted in my eardrums. And it's not pleasant. And the drugging helps them brainwash me to do things that I would not do and say things to me that confuses me. For 60 something nights in a row, I have been pretty much tortured. The person in charge of this has had several times where he's murdered my daughter in my head, and had my father and my family, and then they've murdered me, and it's been this whole loop of just negativity. It's sick, and it's not right, and I'm tired, and I'm coming out clean. I've given people ample amount of time to just come out and work together. As I'm saying it, I feel the mic in my ear being turned up hot. I'm just going to tell you that something happens to me. Look for the person or the group that tarnished our photos. Interesting. As I'm talking here, I feel the the mic turning up, which means he's around here somewhere. I don't know much about these devices. What I do know is it makes you think that you're thinking that that's your voice in your head, but it's not. I got all the evidence in the world that it's happening. I got that today too. I've been sending SOS and signals by sending what I have as far as the hackers to Google. I swear I just saw somebody. Hold up, ladies and gentlemen. I might have to square up here. I'll square up with you. I know who it is too. This person that's in charge of doing this is a coward. If you want to fight, you disagree with me, then just come and talk to me. But hiding behind poisoned darts while people sleep or their back are turned, that defines a coward to me. And we got to stop this. We got to stop picking on people because we have a bigger title or we're in a higher society or class. Stop this crap. In order for us to get better, we got to respect our Creator so we can respect ourselves, so we can respect society. We need some more law. We need to honor our public safety folks, from dispatcher to officer to firefighter to EMS. And I have a good plan that corresponds with my reboot community. I just hope I get to do it. Um, my other thing, my original plan was to use my life story and sell it to as a film, so I can use that money to start what I call the portal of good, which is just symbolic. We ain't got no races, just beautiful faces. And that means everyone's talent is unique and can be used. And we need to recognize, hey, I don't have that talent, but this person is in need of that talent. It opens up your whole mind without jealousy. Jealousy is the fuse. It's the gasoline that lights all the rage. Imagine if we didn't have jealousy. We would have fights, but not as quite as bad. We'd be able to see, oh, yeah, you're right. I said that. Yeah, you're right. But this person that is hijacking my life and hijacked and tampered with our historical photos is a very jealous person. You have to be. I've probably have done research on majority of the serial killers, and this guy's thinking is the worst I've ever seen. Every day that I am hijacked is another day that somebody doesn't get helped. For some reason, God chose me to showcase His beauty, for me to tell all and help steer the bus in the right direction. I can't do it. I can't do it when I'm down like this. We've got to change the way we think, and that includes being accountable. This person that sits behind a mask or a bush or in the darks, behind a door while I'm sleeping, and drugs people, and then you get sucked into the brainwash, and then you got to go through your daughter being murdered. Who does this? It's sick. And this is the way, this is exactly what I'm talking about. We have got to stop this type of stuff. I believe in customized punishment. I think punishment at this level should be highly customized. And I'm sorry, good is good, like I said, but good has a dark side. Meaning, if we got to weed it out and we got to take care of it, we're going to take care of it. I can teach, I can show, and you keep bowing up and you start ruining it for other people, damn right. And sometimes it needs to be brought back the way it used to be for the public to see. Because I guarantee you, you'll think before you ever do something as dastardly and cowardly as this person is right now. I'm perfectly imperfect. But I got a big heart and a big mouth, and I'm not afraid. If it works, great, but I'm not afraid to put people in position that are going to take the glory because I don't have that talent. I don't care as long as the mission gets done. We got to get over this. We got to work as a team. You can't all be quarterbacks. We're going to have somebody to block and somebody to catch. And the guy that never gets the high five, the unsung hero, is the one that just gets that block just right. Gives the person enough time to get through the hole for a touchdown. That person needs to start being recognized. You'll see things differently when things are defined, and that includes looking at yourself in the mirror and knowing what you did and didn't do. Accountability. If you know what's going on with me, and you can bring the person that is in charge of this to me, I would sure appreciate it. And so would everybody else. I don't have long, and I just want to help. That's the God's honest truth. But I can't help when I haven't even gotten to the starting line today. And it's April. It's Braves baseball. And I haven't even read one article. I've been consumed and tortured for 60-something days and nights. I'm just asking for this person to come out of the woodworks. You got a problem? Come meet me eye to eye. That ain't gonna happen. Because this person's a terrorist. He is a terrorist. It's one thing to have a disagreement and a couple rounds out in the schoolyard using your fists. It's a whole different thing when you're behind a bush with a gun or a means to drug somebody, hijack their phone, hijack their computer, hijack their life. I can move forward. I can forgive. But the time is dwindling down. This coward needs to look at himself in the mirror and respect God. He's in God's hands. I might rough him up a little bit if he wants to throw a fight. I ain't gonna kill him. It's not my role. And I can't do the hanging or the judging of what his punishment is. That's not my role either. But I certainly can bring him down to the courthouse the way I would. If you know where he's at, again, I sure would appreciate you bringing him to me so I can politely bring him to the law here with a bow on. I appreciate y'all. I pray that we get this behind us so we can start moving forward together. Life is too precious. Life can be a utopia if we try. It starts with respect and accountability. Happiness is a beautiful thing. Laughter and innocence. lovely. Let's bring that back again. I wish everybody a good morning and a good day. I pray for everybody. God bless you. Love y'all. Talk with you soon.